Good evening. This is All India Radio, and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the news at 9. The headlines. India successfully launches its second lunar mission Chandrayaan-2. Government's 50-day report card emphasizes on infrastructure for faster economic growth and alleviation of poverty. Parliament passes Protection of Human Rights Amendment Bill. Lok Sabha passes RTI Bill. Interministerial Committee recommends banning cryptocurrencies in India. Sri Lanka extends state of emergency imposed after Easter Sunday attacks by another month. And in sports, 3 Indian boxers enter the quarterfinals of Thailand International Tournament in Bangkok. India's historic expedition to the moon began today with the successful launch of Chandrayaan-2. The powerful booster GSLV Mark III carrying Chandrayaan-2 on board zoomed into space at 2:45 hours from the second launch pad of the Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. After piercing through the cloudy sky, it inserted the high-stake lunar probe into the designated highly elliptical orbit around the Earth in just 16 minutes and 33 seconds. ISRO Chairman Dr. Sivan congratulated the Team ISRO for the remarkable achievement, saying it is the beginning of a historic journey by the nation to the moon.
I am extremely happy to announce that GSLV Mark III vehicle successfully injected Chandrayaan-2 in the defined orbit. In fact, the orbit is 6,000 kilometers more than what our Indian is better. After that, a serious technical snag we had and we fixed that technical snag. Now ISRO bounced back with flying colors.
From the Earth-bound orbit, Chandrayaan-2 will be navigated by the ISRO scientists to near the south pole of the moon. It will be made possible by carrying out 15 Earth-bound maneuvers that involve burning the engine on board Chandrayaan-2. It will be the first ever soft landing of a probe by India that is expected to be on September the 7th. India would become the 4th ever nation to have a soft landing on the moon once Chandrayaan-2 reaches the unexplored area. Our correspondent reports that the mission objectives include studying mineralogy and chemical composition of lunar soil, to search for water or ice in the near south pole of the moon, examining its atmosphere, studying lunar seismic activities, and to carry out mapping of the moon using high-resolution cameras.
The scientists have got more than what they expected for, as the orbit reached by the Chandrayaan-2 is one of the best ever possible. Another notable feature is that the GSLV has demonstrated its full capacity of lifting 4-ton payloads to a geostationary transfer orbit. As the vehicle launch team takes a breather, the satellite team swings into action immediately, as it has to navigate Chandrayaan-2 from the Earth-bound orbit to a lunar trajectory. Later, they have to bring it to an orbit of 100 km around the moon. The mission is set to make the nation's tricolor fly high. Jai Singh, AR News, Sriharikota.
President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have congratulated Team ISRO on the successful launch. In a series of tweets, Mr. Kovind said, "The historic launch of Chandrayaan-2 is a proud moment for all Indians." He said, the mission is expected to lead to new discoveries and enrich the knowledge systems. Vice President Naidu said, successful landing of Chandrayaan-2 will make India the 4th country to do so. In an audio message to the scientists of ISRO, Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded their hard work and commitment, which made the endeavour successful after the launch had to be postponed due to technical reason. He said, solving the issue within a week is a huge feat. He said, it is a brilliant example of the confidence and the capabilities of the Indian scientists.
चंद्रयान-2 मिशन के सफल लॉन्च पर आपको और इसरो की पूरी टीम को बहुत बहुत बधाई। आज का यह सफल लॉन्च पूरे देश और सभी भारतीयों के लिए बहुत गर्व का विषय है। पिछले सप्ताह तकनीकी कारणों से लॉन्च स्थगित करना पड़ा था। उसके बाद आपने और इसरो की टीम ने बहुत तत्परता से तकनीकी खराबी का पता लगाया और उसे हल करने के लिए जरूरी कदम भी उठाए और अब 1 हफ्ते के भीतर ही लॉन्च में सफलता हासिल की है। इसके लिए आप सभी विशेष बधाई के पात्र हैं।
Home Minister Amit Shah said the successful launch sets another benchmark in the field of space technology. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said the nation is extremely proud of its scientists and Team ISRO. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said today's launch of Chandrayaan-2 reflects India's growing prowess in space technology. The Narendra Modi government has completed 50 days in office in its second term. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already laid down the vision of India becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2024-25. The country needs to grow at the rate of 8% per year to be a $5 trillion economy by then. The Indian economy is expected to grow at 6.8% in 2018-19 while maintaining macroeconomic stability. Infrastructure is important for faster economic growth and alleviation of poverty in the country. More from our correspondent.
A special emphasis is being given on the development of infrastructure with the vision to make India a $5 trillion economy by 2024-25. Our economy was $1.85 trillion when NDA came to power in 2014, and within 5 years it reached $2.7 trillion. The initiative includes approval of handing over existing BharatNet infrastructure to the Common Services Centers for optimum utilization and for providing of Wi-Fi access points in 90,000 Gram Panchayats at a cost of 1,440 crore rupees. Measures have been proposed to enhance the sources of capital for infrastructure financing. These include Credit Guarantee Enhancement Corporation to be set up in 2019-2020, an action plan to deepen the market for long-term bonds with focus on infrastructure, and 100 lakh crore rupees investment in the next 5 years. With Dipendra Kumar, Suparna Sekya, AIR News, Delhi.
Parliament has passed the Protection of Human Rights Amendment Bill 2019 with Rajya Sabha approving it today. The Lok Sabha has already passed the bill. The bill amends the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. The bill provides for a reduction in the tenure of chairpersons of National Human Rights Commission and State Human Rights Commissions to 3 years from the current 5 years. The bill also states that besides the former Chief Justice of India, as is the current requirement, a former Supreme Court judge can also become the NHRC chairperson. Similarly, a former High Court judge can also become a State Human Rights Commission chairperson, besides the High Court Chief Justice. Replying to the debate on this bill, Minister of State for Home, Nityanand Rai, reiterated the NDA government's commitment to protect the human rights and autonomy of human rights bodies. The Lok Sabha has passed the Right to Information Amendment Bill 2019. The bill seeks to empower the centre to make rules to decide the tenure, salary, allowances and other terms of service of information commissioners of the Central Information Commission and also of State Information Commissions. Earlier, opposition members sought a division of votes before the bill was taken up for consideration in the House. As many as 218 members supported the legislation and 79 opposed it. Karnataka Legislative Assembly deliberated on the confidence motion with members taking part in the discussion since morning. In the evening, the Speaker had to adjourn the House for 10 minutes after ruling coalition members insisted that they want more time to discuss on the motion. When the House resumed after 8:30, the Speaker said that he is ready to sit till late night and complete the proceedings. Leader of the opposition, B.S. Yediyurappa too agreed to the Speaker. At this, the ruling coalition members stood up and demanded for more time. Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy too appealed to the members to sit on their seats, but yielding no results as members shouted slogans. Till the time of this report, the commotion continued in the House. The confidence motion was moved by Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy last Thursday, and voting did not take place despite 2 deadlines set by the Governor. Addressing media persons today, State Congress President Dinesh Gundu Rao has said that the floor test must be deferred till the Supreme Court clarifies on his party petition on the issue of whip against the rebel MLAs. Meanwhile, the Speaker has fixed a date of hearing tomorrow to decide on the petition by Congress Legislative Party leader Siddaramaiah to disqualify the rebel MLAs for anti-party activities. The BJP today said that the happenings on the floor of the Karnataka Assembly are nothing but flawed distortion and subversion of the constitutional spirit. Addressing a press conference in Hyderabad, Party General Secretary Muralidhar Rao said the Speaker is misusing powers by dragging on the discussion without putting an end to it for the past few days and allowing horse trading. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. An interministerial committee has recommended banning of the cryptocurrencies in India and imposing fines and penalties for carrying out any activities connected with it. The committee was constituted by the government in November 2017 to study the issues related to virtual currencies and propose specific action to be taken in this matter. The committee has also proposed that the government keeps an open mind on official digital currency. The Finance Ministry in a release said the committee's report along with the draft bill has been received by the government. It said this report and draft bill will now be examined in consultation with all the concerned departments and regulatory authorities before the government takes a final decision. Sri Lanka has extended the state of emergency by another month. This is the fourth time emergency provisions have been imposed after the Easter Sunday attacks, which had killed 268 people, including 45 foreigners. A Gazette notification issued by President Maithripala Sirisena today said the extension was necessary in the interest of public security and the preservation of public order. The emergency was initially imposed on 22nd of April, a day after the attacks, and extended on 2 occasions. The government has claimed that the emergency provisions are to grant armed forces the necessary powers to act against terrorist activities and does not affect normal life. On to sports news. Asian Championships silver medalist Deepak Singh was among the 3 Indian boxers to enter the quarter-finals of the Thailand International Tournament in Bangkok today. Former India Open gold medalist Manisha Mon and Ashish Kumar were the other Indians to enter the last 8 stage. And now the news from the business world.
Sensex and Nifty both logged losses amid foreign fund outflow and weak cues from global equity markets. Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange declined 306 points to close at 38,031. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also fell 73 points to end at 11,346. The rupee at the foreign exchange market also depreciated 17 paise to 68 rupees and 92 paise against the US dollar. Gold prices today hit a new high of 35,970 rupees per 10 grams in the Delhi bullion market. Silver also gained 260 rupees to 41,960 rupees per kilogram. V. Ravi Kumar for AIR News.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak today will bring you a discussion on vector-borne diseases, awareness and cure. This can be heard on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free telephone number 1800-11-5767. And the Hindi news website of the News Services Division of All India Radio has started functioning from today. People can log on to www.newsonair.com/Hindi to view the website. And now, before we end the bulletin, here are the headlines once again. India successfully launches its second lunar mission, Chandrayaan-2. Government's 50-day report card emphasizes on infrastructure for faster economic growth and alleviation of poverty. Parliament passes Protection of Human Rights Amendment Bill. Lok Sabha passes RTI Bill. Interministerial Committee recommends banning cryptocurrencies in India. Sri Lanka extends state of emergency imposed after Easter Sunday attacks by another month. And in sports, 3 Indian boxers enter the quarter-finals of Thailand International Tournament in Bangkok. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.